So we're going to start today by breathing in and out of our nose with our mouths closed if you're comfortable, and if not, breathe however is comfortable for you. Noticing where you are in time and space. Notice where you're sitting or standing and what is supporting you. And starting to notice your breathing. Our breathing, as we know, happens without us being involved, but we are also able to control it if we choose. And if you're willing, see if you can bring your breathing down just a notch. Slow it down just a notch from where you are right now. If you're comfortable, you can smile a little bit while you're breathing. I remember Thich Nhat Hanh, the Buddhist monk, once said something like, or I think he said it a number of times, you can smile. Smile while you're breathing. It doesn't have to be so serious. We don't have to take ourselves so seriously. And you can enjoy that beautiful in breath and that beautiful out breath. And the cycle of life, we're always giving, we're always receiving. We receive the air, we take it in, and then we give it to the trees. We gift it. Continue breathing and see if you can bring it even a notch below where it was before. See if you can slow down your breath even a little bit more. Now, as you're breathing, I want you to turn your attention to your heart. Your heart that has been beating without fail since the moment of your birth. And see if you can steady yourself enough to actually feel that beating of your heart. Hi, Rachel, welcome. We're breathing, slowing down our breath just a bit, breathing in and out of our nose if you're comfortable. And we're starting to draw our attention to our heart that's been beating without fail since the moment you were born. Now we're just noticing if we can slow down enough and be quiet enough and still enough to feel that beating. I think of the pasuk, Kol Dodi Dofek, my beloved knocks, from Song of Songs, from Shir HaShirim. And it really is our beloved knocking. It really is our beloved knocking to keep us alive. Hashem keeping us alive with every knock, every beat of our heart. See if you can notice and feel those loving beats that have not stopped for a minute since you were born. And if you can feel your heart, or whether you can or can't, and I welcome if you want to put your hand over your heart. See if you can slow down, just like we're slowing down our breathing just a little bit. See if you're able to calm your heart, just with gentleness, not with forcing, not with meanness or forcing or judgment or criticism, but really just with gentleness and love and appreciation and gratitude for the way your heart has kept you alive every moment until now. See if you can let it know that it's okay to just be a little calmer, be it a little tiny bit slower. No need to race and speed up, but that it's safe and it's okay to beat calmly and consistently and gently and powerfully. And while you're keeping part of your attention on your beautiful, strong beating heart, I want you to also keep a little bit of your attention on your breathing as well, or maybe go back and forth between the two. You feel your heart with love, gentleness, appreciation, slowness, just settling into the moment, knowing there's no need to rush, that you can go slowly and calmly. And then turn your attention to your breath, also knowing that you're in the exact right moment with your breath. You can breathe calmly and slowly and continue to slow your breathing down a little bit, just a notch from where it was before we started breathing. See if you're able to pay attention to both at once, and if you can't, it's absolutely fine. But your beating heart and your respiration. Two elemental cycles that have kept you alive since the first moment you were born. And as much as you can, I want you to drop everything else from your mind right now. Everything about what was or what will be. And we're tuning into the most basic elemental functions of life. Breathing and our hearts pumping blood throughout our bodies. exactly in the pace that Hashem wants them to be working at, and also with our input to be able to slow these functions down, to let our bodies know that we're safe, we're okay, and it's safe, we're okay to slow down our breathing. We're safe to slow down our heart just a tiny bit. We're safe to let all of our worries really fall down, melt away, and focus right now on what is. And what is right now is Hashem keeping all of us alive in this moment. What is right now is that you are alive, that you are supported by a chair or a floor or a bed. You are being supported. You have a roof over your head, and you have food in your belly. These are all gifts from Hashem that we sometimes take for granted when we get all in our heads about what's going to be, what's going to be. But when we return to our beating hearts, when you return to your breathing, when you return to the most basic elements of life, of what is, of this present moment, that's when we can see that we're okay. We're supported, we're loved, we're safe, and we're cared for. Now I want you to return to your heart and check in and find one or two or three or five or 10 or however many come to you right now of things in your life for which you're grateful right now in this moment. And as you think of things that you're grateful for, I want you to continue to breathe and slow down a notch in your breathing. And let's assess. Let's start to assess our many, many, many blessings. And even if we were sitting together today for an hour or 2 hours or a day or a week, once we start focusing on our blessings, I don't think we would even have enough time to be thankful for each one. When we slow down, when we become present in the moment, embodied, and put our attention on things for which it behooves us to be grateful, we start to realize how endless that list is. I want you to think about one thing from that list that you're grateful for. One person, one thing, one event, one circumstance. And I want you to take this beautiful heart of yours and send so much love to that person, to that place, to that event, to that circumstance, to that pet, to that teacher, to that child, to that whatever it is. Really allow your heart to fill with love for that thing for which you are most grateful right now, and share that love. If it's a part of your body, if it's a person, maybe a person who's passed, whatever it is, send that love toward that person or that thing. And remember, you can smile while you do this. No need to take ourselves so seriously. Look at us. Look at how little we understand about everything. Look at how little we know. How can we even take ourselves so seriously, given how limited we are? So allow yourself to smile and allow your heart to fill with love for that for which you are most grateful right now, and send it toward that thing for which you are most grateful with a smile. And if you find that your gratitude goes beyond that one person or event or thing, allow it to swell. Allow it, send it in as many directions as your body's asking you to. Call Dodi Dofek. The voice of my beloved is knocking. The voice of your beloved is knocking all the time when you're sleeping and when you're awake, beating in your chest, keeping you awake, keeping you alive. Sometimes awake, sometimes asleep, but always alive. And see if you're able to um, direct that gratitude to the one who keeps you alive. Whatever your name may be for that entity, source, universe, Hashem, God, whatever it is that's bigger than all of us, that's keeping us alive right now and safe. See if you can direct your gratitude and your connection to strengthen the connection between you and Hashem. That's the word I use. I choose your word. In gratitude for the safety you have right now and for the life you've always had and continue to have right now. And see if you can strengthen your bond, your connection to Hashem, to life, to that which is so much bigger than all of our worries and fears and concerns. See if you can open your heart, kol dodi dofek. Open that heart of yours and pour it out to your beloved who keeps you alive. See if you can envision just an outpouring of love from you to Hashem, from Hashem to you. Like you're connecting to the mothership, like you're getting the presence and love and gratitude, appreciation, strength, calmness, steadfastness, knowing that's going to be with you throughout the rest of the day, whatever challenges may come your way. Kol dodi dofek, open your heart and connect to that which is bigger than all of our concerns, all of our fears, all of our lack of understanding. Hashem is knocking on each of our chests, saying, here I am. I'm keeping you alive. I'm giving you everything you need. And sometimes we tune out the knocking because it's just there all the time. It's so easy to take for granted the beating of our hearts moment by moment. It's so easy for our heads to fill up with fear and worry and concern and doubt and not knowing and not understanding. But when we return to the knocking of our beloved, we can return to a sense of safety, security, strength, confidence, love, service, because we're plugged in to the unending strength of our beloved, who loves us so much to keep us alive every moment. So today we want to stay plugged in as much as possible to that strength and disconnect as much as possible from our primal brains, that much smaller part that are keeping us refreshing the news and listening to people who scare us and scaring ourselves and going to worst case scenarios and getting off kilter because of the not knowing and the unpredictability. So before we leave, let's take a few more breaths together. There's the strength of the group, the strength of us all holding up each other, giving each other strength and power, courage, confidence. The ability to be present in the presence of others. Even if we can't see each other, we know we're here. Now, first, I want to say thank you for joining us today because it strengthens me and strengthens all of us to have each of you here. So thank you for coming. Please God, I'm going to be doing this tomorrow at the same time and Thursday at the same time. Feel free to share. And by us taking the time to connect with ourselves, each other, and Hashem, we bring a great gift to those around us as we're more steady and more calm. We can take better care of those we love. So thank you so much. And thank yourself. You're very welcome, Janet. Thank yourself for taking the time today to center and connect to Hashem and connect to yourself. Lots of love to all of you. Thanks so much.